that I said, did, or thought that may not be pleasing to you, oh God.
Jesus,
Lord, I
thank you.
ask that I sit down and that you stand up, Lord God, and let your word be manifested. God, that I ask that you bless this ministry with men that can take over some of the responsibilities, the responsibilities that these women are doing, Lord God.
Yes, God.
Lord, I thank you for giving them the strength, Lord God,
Yes, Lord
to
God.
do the
Thank you,
job
God.
of the work of a man and a woman.
Yes,
But
Lord
God, I'm asking that you will have your way on today.
Yes,
In
Lord
Jesus'
God.
name we pray. So today, I am going to talk about integrity and character, because that is two things that's very near and dear to me. That's how I live my life, and how I want people to see me. When you see me, I want you to know that I'm a woman walking in my character and my integrity. Don't be focused on the outside, but focus on the inside, what the heart says.
My Lord.
So when I was doing a study, one passage that came up, it said, what kind of person do you want to be? At times we find ourselves wandering off the path of integrity. We know that because we feel stuck or have a hard time hearing our inner voice, we may obsess about outward things, like the shape of our bodies or the items we possess. We may laugh when we mean to cry, say yes when we mean no, refuse to look at our mistakes, or give love with lots of strings attached. So how do we step back on track? When I looked up the word integrity, the dictionary defines it as the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, and character as the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. So I was looking up some stories in the Bible that reference character and integrity. And one of the stories that came up was the story of Joseph. And his story had many different entities to it, but the one that I'm going to focus on today is when Potiphar's wife desired to be intimate with him, and he denied her.
My Lord.
When he denied her, she then told her husband that he did things with her that he did not do. So because of that, the ruler, Potiphar, had Joseph, had him arrested. And Joseph's charisma followed him to prison. So he was a great man before this happened. And then when she lied on him, when Potiphar's wife lied on him and he had to go to prison, he still was a great man.
My Lord.
So if you have character and integrity, it doesn't matter where you're at in life. You can be at your lowest or your highest, but it's still going to follow you. So when Joseph was locked up in prison, the warden soon appointed him as his right-hand man. So now you was out. You was the vice president when you was out, and now you get locked up and you become the vice president again. So at this time, his unique qualities still followed him. Joseph successfully interpreted many dreams while he was there. So although it seemed like a bad thing, in my mind, God put him there because he had a work for him to do in prison.
Yeah. My Lord. Yeah. My Lord.
So when we I have some points that I want to talk to about integrity. Listening to your dreams. Sometimes you may not, if you don't dream again. Don't dwell on past mistakes. Learn from them. Go back to school. Do things that are edifying for you. School is not for everyone, and that's okay. But be the best worker that you can be. If you have a job, be the best worker. Be on time. Be polite. Respect the authorities. Drop distractions. Bad friends.
My Lord.
Bad boyfriends. Give examples. Anything that keep you from being the best version of you, get it out of your life. You need to be around people who are honest and who is going to be, transparent with you. Amen. Something happened the other day. My daughter told me, she said, my daddy gave me some money to send to my brother. So I said, oh, he want to send the money now when he on his way home? And she said, if he had it, he would have been sent. So I appreciated that because she was honest. She didn't dwell on what I said.
Yeah.
And I took steps back and I repented for it. But that's the type of person that you need to be around. Somebody that's going to be honest with you.
My Lord.
Yes.
My Lord.
Yes. Yes.
When you step off track a little bit, they get you back right.
Yes.
My Lord.
Yes.
Create positive experiences. Think and pray before you react. This week I had a situation that came up and I wanted to keep dealing with it. So I typed a text about 5 or 6 times and I kept erasing the text, and kept going back and starting the text over again. Well, eventually I didn't send the text because I know I wasn't supposed to send the text, but I just wanted to handle my own situation.
Yes.
And then that was on Thursday. And then by Friday, I slept, I prayed. When I woke up Friday, the situation was done. So that's why we need to think and pray before we react to everything. Things happen, people say stuff, don't react.
My Lord.
Take your time, pray
My
about it,
Lord.
think on it before you always fire back. Creating positive experiences. Be
My
happy
Lord.
for other people. This morning I was in my garage and I was reading some stuff, and my garage is a peaceful place for me. So I saw my neighbor come out her garage in her new 550 Benz. So she put it in her driveway and she was doing some stuff in her car. So I texted her. I said, I see you, girl. I was smiling, so I was so happy for her. I felt like I found myself like, girl, why are you still smiling? I was just so happy.
My
for
Lord.
her.
My Lord. My Lord. Yes.
Genuinely
Yes.
happy, and that's where we need to be. Happy for other people. Don't always
Yes.
focus on our successes. Be grateful when other people have, successes, new cars, new homes, or, getting their life together. Ask
My
for help.
Lord.
How can you be better if you're not around people that are better?
My
Talk to
Lord.
people that help you, not people that are in a worse situation than you. People that are in a worse situation than you, how can they help you
That's right.
when they are not even where you're at? Take responsibility. Own up to your own actions. Be accountable. Talk about, have compassion when
My
someone
Lord.
is trying
Jesus.
to change.
Jesus.
Don't down people, but you need to lift them up in prayer. Don't talk about the person that might fornicate or the person that might be going with a married man. If they're trying to come out of that situation, lift them up. Encourage them to be better. Don't get their business and then take it to your next friend.
That's right.
Encourage
My
them.
Lord.
Because you were once that person. That may not have been your sin, but
Jesus.
something was.
Right. That's right.
Jesus. Jesus.
Just be accountable for who you are. Own up to your own actions. I have one scenario I have. This is an old story because I've been divorced for a long time. But one Sunday we was having communion and my pastor said, if you, and I'm talking about taking responsibility. So don't lose sight of where I'm going at with this story. Pastor said, well, if you have anybody that you need to go back to or apologize to, before you take this communion, you need to do that. And again, this is an old story. So I said, I'm gonna text my ex-husband. So I texted him. I said, well, I apologize for the role that I played. And from that, I heard somebody say, oh, he said, I didn't want to be back married to her, and she apologized to me. And I was like, I was just apologizing so I could take this bread and wine. I wasn't apologizing for no other reason. But I said that to say, take responsibility.
That's right.
Other people may have done things to you, but you did something as well. So don't always say, oh, he was the worst person in the world. You was kind of bad too. So, take responsibility for that. So I laughed at it because, at the time I'm like, no, really, I'm just trying to take this communion on a clear conscience. And that's the way I felt led. And then celebrate your blessings. 3 John 2 says, beloved, I wish above all things
My
that
Lord.
thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as my soul prospers. For I rejoice greatly when the brethren come and testify the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. I have no greater joy than that to hear my children walk in truth. Let your character and integrity precede you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we have insecurities of our own. I found that people that have their own insecurities, they try to make other people miserable.
My Lord. My Lord.
But you need to take your insecurities and pray about them.
My Lord.
Because God gave you, He made you the way He did for a reason. I always tell this story. God made me not me. So, and I'm okay with that. Because if God had made me bow-legged like He did Pastor Willow, when I was down and out, I might have been at the strip club or something. So He said, I'm going to give you some brains and I'm going to make you cute, but I'm going to have to keep them knees knocking. Because you don't know how to act with bow legs. So you have to be grateful for what God gave you. Don't worry about what God gave somebody else. Acknowledge them, bless them. Girl, look at you do that walk. Yes, do it. You know, acknowledge other people, but be happy for what God gave you.
My Lord.
Because I think about the things that God gave me. He gave me charisma. So now He may not have given me bow legs, but He let me walk in a room and still take charge silently. Because I'm quiet, but I come through like a silent threat. So He gives me the right words to say, and people are attracted to me and drawn to me, and I'm very thankful for that. And He's made me wise. He's made me a wise woman. So He gave me what I needed.
My Lord.
What I could handle.
My Lord.
So I said all that to say, don't curse your downfalls. There's a lady at my job, and she's a heavyset plus size lady. But when she come in every day, and she worked for me before, so this is nothing new. When she come in every day, she is beautiful. I mean, she the best dressed. She have on her heels. Her face is done. Plus size, maybe close to 300 pounds. But I loved it. I love to see her come in there with her head high. Like I know
My
I'm the
Lord.
best. And I respect her. And it's not, she don't have a Coca-Cola shaker. She's a beautiful person.
My Lord.
Inside and out. And like I said, she worked for me before, so it's nothing new.
Jesus.
But use what you have, what God has given you. Enhance what God has given you. Don't worry about what He's given somebody else. You know, be the best version of you that's possible. And before I close, a few scriptures that I live by is one, Psalms 51. Create in me a clean heart, O God. And
My
renew a right
Lord.
spirit
Thank
within
you,
me.
God.
That is one of my favorite scriptures because I pray that, and I pray it often, and I want to be transparent. When you see me, what I say, don't worry about what I say, or know that this person is really living. She is doing what she is encouraging other people to do.
My
That's
Lord.
what I say. Do I live a perfect lifestyle? I do not. But what's perfect? I don't know.
My Lord.
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And that doesn't mean just the natural things. It's also, you can stop lying. You can stop cheating. You can stop gossiping. And if you can't do it on your own, you need to tell God. You said I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. You need to ask Him to give you the strength to stop doing the things that are not good for your life. Amen.
Amen. Woo!